Explainer 6, JOLTS. Hi, John Rothfield with Derivative Logic. The Bureau of Labour Statistics publishes each month another report that looks at jobs market more from the demand side rather than the supply side. Job Openings and Labour Turnover Survey it's called, or JOLTS. This survey presents data on job openings or vacancies, hires and separations, the latter including voluntary quits, layoffs and retirements. Data is collected from a relatively small sample of roughly 20,000 businesses each month. Data is broken down by region, industry and establishment size. JOLTS data goes back only to 2000, but economist Regis Barnachon developed a splice series using a help wanted index published by the Conference Board that goes way back to 1951. The ways that job openings are dispersed into the jobs market has of course changed immeasurably since the 1950s, but the spliced index displays similar properties in terms of their relationship to economic business cycles. In the hottest part of a business cycle, the quits rate of course tends to be high as workers churn into more attractive positions. The hires rate is usually rising and the layoffs rate falling. What are some of the ways that the JOLTS data is used to present the state of the jobs market? In January 2026, the New York Federal Reserve began to publish a monthly indicator called the Labour Market Tightness Index. The LMTI, updated monthly on the business day following the release of the JOLTS report, uses the quits rate and vacancies per job seeker from that report to ascertain whether or not the jobs market is in balance between supply and demand. The data is backdated to 2000 for the monthly data and 1994 for the quarterly data. This series happens to have a close correlation with current wage pressures in the economy, making it useful indicators for forecasting wage inflation in the economy. The Bureau of Labour Statistics also publishes with each month's JOLTS a chart of the unemployment rate, or U3, mapped against the job openings rate from the JOLTS report. As job openings go up, the unemployment rate comes down in most cases, but at what rate? In tight labour markets, there emerges a skills mismatch between job openings and the remaining supply of unemployed workers. So at that point, the curve between the two, so-called the Beveridge curve, steepens. This non-linearity or kink in the Beveridge curve that's emerged over the last few decades has economists worried that past some point in a soft labour market where job openings are decreasing, the unemployment rate begins to rise at a faster pace. Finally, informal measures and simple measures of the jobs market as a signal for imminent recession have arisen and been popularised in the media. One is the so-called SAM rule, developed by a Fed economist, Claudia Sahm. This rule posits a certain rate of increase in the unemployment as portending a recession. More recently has been released a Mechez rule developed by two Californian economists, which combines the SAM rule with a similar rule for how quickly job openings are declining. Please let us know if you have topics we should be covering in our Explainer series.